Welcome to Full Count Rhythm Baseball on the Full Count Broadcast Network, presented by Full Count Ministry and Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Now let's send it to the ballpark for today's matchup.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Drakes Creek Park for tonight's matchup between the Clarksville Whirlybirdz and the Full Count Rhythm. Third game in the 2023 season between these two clubs. First two, long time ago. The very first game of the year, June 1st. A 6-0 loss at the hands of the Whirlybirdz to begin the season. All the Rhythm have done since then is go 22-9 with the best record in the Ohio Valley League. 8 days after that first loss, the Rhythm able to exact their revenge in an 8-3 victory over Clarksville, the newest team in the league. The Whirlybirdz come into tonight's game at 14-15, currently in fourth place, which, as we learned the other night, got to be in the top four to make the playoffs this year. The teams in the 5 spot or the 6th spot, which the South Division is the only division that has 6 teams in it. Currently, the Hoptown Hoppers are the odd team out at 12-17 in 5th place. Bowling Green Pistons bring in the bottom spot in the South at 8-21. So Full Count in first place. The Paducah Chiefs 4.5 games behind, the 18-13 record. In second place, Fulton Railroaders 16-15. 2 games ahead in the win column over these Whirlybirdz. Over in the North Division, the Louisville Jockeys 16-10, all but tied with the Henderson Flash, who are just percentage points behind in second place. Of course, the Jockeys have only played 26 games. The Rhythm are playing game number 33 tonight. Back-to-back home games against the Whirlybirdz today and tomorrow. Then on the road Friday to the Fulton Railroaders, and then back home for 2 more Saturday and Sunday. The Hoppers come in, and the Paducah Chiefs will be here Sunday. It'll be Chick-fil-A night Saturday night against the Hoppers. You want to come out and win some prizes from the Chicken Man, Todd Hundley. I ran into Todd today at one of my favorite Mexican restaurants, Dos Margaritas. And he's always good for about 15 or 20 minutes to talk some baseball or Full Count Ministries or restaurants. He is celebrating, or I think just celebrated, 23 years as an owner-operator of a Chick-fil-A, and all right there in the Madison area. Started out in Rivergate Mall back 23 years ago, then moved to his current location right in front of the mall, and he'll celebrate 21 years, I believe, at that location in August. Let's take a break, and we'll be right back with the Chick-fil-A of Rivergate starting lineups. Thanks for joining us on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Don't strike out at your next party. Order the food that will get your crowd cheering. Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. We have many catering options available, from our Chick-fil-A nugget trays to our original Chick-fil-A sandwiches to our chocolate chunk cookies and fudge brownies. We have something for everyone. Order online at chickfil-a.com or call the store at 615-851-4007.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
Welcome back to the Full Count Broadcast Network. Now it's time for the Chick-fil-A of Rivergate starting lineup.
Tim Reese back tonight, riding solo Zach Williams will not be able to make tonight. He has a family situation with his father and asked for prayers for his dad. I believe his name is Andy Williams is Zach Williams' dad's name. Not the singer, Andy Williams, from Cincinnati, Ohio, I believe, but Andy Williams, I think he's a car dealer. But please pray for Zach and his family and for healing for his father. But he will not be here tonight, might be here tomorrow. But we will not know that probably till tomorrow. Now the Chick-fil-A of Rivergate starting lineups. First for the visiting Whirlybirdz. Leading off playing center field, Blake Merwin. Batting second and playing second, Joshua Sanchez-Harris. Carson Hepworth is the left fielder, and he'll hit third, Blaze Bell. The DH hitting cleanup, Merrick Carter, shortstop, will bat fifth. Caleb Mulcahy, the right fielder, batting sixth. At first base, batting seventh, Gabe Seibert. At third base, Garrett Taylor, he'll hit eighth, and batting ninth, the catcher, Lawson Strickland. And on the mound for head coach Jason Rice. I believe that's right. Yes, Jason Rice, and his son, assistant coach Bracken Rice, is Drew Horn from Walter State, Murfreesboro Siegel High Schools, where he played his high school ball. 5'11", 180-pound right-hander. And he will face the rhythm lineup that goes like this. Playing first base, leading off, Henry Jackson. Drew Robertson in the two-hole will play right field. Trey Miller at third base, batting third. Jackson Cothran behind the plate. He'll hit cleanup. Levi Perrell in the five-hole playing shortstop. Sam Slaughter, the DH. He'll bat sixth. Cooper Holbrook in left field, batting seventh. Center fielder will bat eighth. That's Reese Holbrook. Zeb Burns batting ninth, playing second base. And on the mound, Spencer Wilkins in the transfer portal. Spencer, the leading pitcher in the Ohio Valley League. When you look at ERA, has a 1.30 ERA. This will be his seventh appearance, all starts. He is currently tied for third in the league in starts with 6, along with teammates Elliott Bray and Jonah Smithson. Spencer is 3-2 on the season. Lost that first game of the year against the Whirlybirdz. Had a fantastic outing, though, in that game one. Tough luck loss for Spencer. He went 5 innings, gave up 3 hits. The only run he gave up was a home run on the second batter, or to the second batter he faced, Merrick Carter. Walked 1, struck out 7. Did hit 1 batter, but Rhythm only 3 hits in that ball game and scored 0 runs, the only time they've been shut out all year. Of course, the head coach for the full count Rhythm is Josh Carmen, and he is at home plate with Jason Rice. And our umpires for tonight's game, Devin Neely behind the plate. Wayne Seeley is at first base, and at third base tonight is Randy Hunley. Those are your Chick-fil-A of Rivergate starting lineups. They are the meal sponsor for tonight's game. Todd and Linda Hunley, great friends to the Full Count ministry. Todd's been on several mission trips in the last couple of years with Full Count, not only to Nicaragua, but also to Austria. So he is all in. Big, huge Vanderbilt Commodore fan, and our Full Count Ministries verse of the game describes him to a T tonight. So stay tuned after the game, and we'll get to our Full Count Ministries verse of the game, brought to you tonight by our public address announcer, Mark McDaniel, who brought that verse to mind as the voice in the park for the Full Count Rhythm. Mark McDaniel has been announcing the starting lineups. We are now going to go to the national anthem and invocation, so we'll need to take a break. We'll be right back on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
score home run deals from your hometown dealer. Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We've got Nashville's best selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, every new vehicle comes with Rhythm's exclusive lifetime warranty. Unlimited time, unlimited miles at no additional charge. We've got great deals on deck, so step up to the plate. Find your new Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram at rhythmcdjr.com. Feel the rhythm, love the ride.
Hey, I've been thinking, bank fees can seem pretty cruel. Well, they did until I went to Volunteer State Bank. I found a bank with a local personalized service and free checking. Yeah, may I present to you Kasasa. Now it's kind of like my checking account is paying me instead of the other way around. Visit one of our 11 locations or anywhere you have a phone. Real people, real solutions, right here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
This is home. So is this. And this. But home isn't just the stunning views or the rugged beauty. It's what you make of it. It's a place for joy and peace. A safe haven where memories are made. It's all of these things. Home is a feeling, and it's created by the people around you. This region is home, and we're so proud to be a part of it.
Play ball.
Mark McDaniel says play ball, and I believe we will. We have to after an invocation like that and a Star-Spangled Banner brought to you by the Oak Ridge Boys from right here in Hendersonville, Tennessee, the home of the Full Count Rhythm. Thanks for joining us tonight on the Full Count broadcast networks, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Just checking the subscriber list on the YouTube channel. We're trying to get to 400, so if you have not subscribed to the Full Count Rhythm YouTube channel, even if you watch us on Facebook, if you would go to the YouTube channel and hit that subscribe button. Maybe they'll give me a raise next year based on the number of subscribers we have. That's a joke, folks. Most of you who are listening in, I'm sure, know that that's true, but we probably have some Whirlybirdz fans watching tonight. Welcome to our broadcast. Playing here at Drakes Creek Park, the heart of Hendersonville. Field number 3, we're at a quad. And if you're not familiar with our facility here, it's a artificial turf infield, natural grass outfield. And this is where the local high school, the Hendersonville Commandos, play their baseball. And the Full Count Rhythm for year number 3 have called this home. We thank Andy Gilley, the parks director, Keith Bruce, his assistant, and the folks at the city of Hendersonville for allowing Full Count Rhythm to play their games right here.
Rhythm fans on the mound tonight, again, from Kennesaw State University,
Spencer Wilkins picks up the rosin bag. He'll get a little sweat off of his pitching hand, and he will toe the rubber for start number 7 of the year. If it's Wednesday, it must be Spencer Wilkins Day. Every 7 days. First pitch in to left-handed hitting Blake Merwin in there for a called strike. We are underway at 7:06 p.m. Central Time. Thank you to Micah Smithson bringing waters for everybody here at the Mark McDaniel Memorial Press Box. Also a program for me. I handed mine off to Jimmy Murphy at Hendersonville Jewelers had lunch with him today, one of our sponsors. That pitch misses just outside. Merwin from Murfreesboro Riverdale High School plays his college baseball at Columbia State. Breaking pitch gets in there for a called strike. Count goes 2 balls and 2 strikes to Merwin. I think he was a starter at the beginning of the year, but looking at his stats, he has picked it up, and he hits a ground ball right up the middle. It's a high hop off the mound. Tough play by Levi Perrell, and he throws one into the dugout or into the out-of-bounds area. That'll be an infield single and an error on Levi Perrell, one of very few that he's had this year. Hit off the top of the mound and bounced high in the air, stayed in the infield. Merwin runs pretty well, but Levi accepts the challenge of trying to get somebody by an eyelash, and his throw pulled Henry Jackson off the base. Game time temperature 90 degrees, feels like 99. Joshua Sanchez Harris squares around the bunt, fouls that one off. Harris, a Clarksville native from Rossview High School. He went to Roane State Community College. Played shortstop over there, playing second base tonight. Fastball misses just inside. Wilkins in a bit of trouble early after the first batter. So another breaking pitch that Sanchez Harris misses on another bunt attempt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sanchez Harris hitting .344. This is game number 18 of the year. 4 doubles, a triple, and a home run. Looking at a 1-2 count from Wilkins. Ball in the dirt, blocked by Cothran. Merwin cannot advance. Merwin with 17 stolen bases leads the Whirlybirdz. Nobody any closer than 9. Caleb McCahey. Foul ball. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. On deck, Carson Hepworth. Big jump off the bag at second. Wilkins still delivers the pitch. He did make Merwin stop there at second base. Otherwise, I believe Blake would have been taken off toward third. They look back to second and a pitch. It's fouled down the third base line, and I believe that is head coach Jason Rice at third base. Makes the play. It is. Danielle Weringer checking in on Facebook, saying good luck. That one's popped up over the head of Zeb Burns. That will get down in the right center field. On comes Drew Robertson, and he'll make the throw to the cutoff man. That will keep Merwin at third, and Joshua Sanchez Harris
Batting third for the Whirlybirdz,
drops in a base hit,
Carson Hepworth.
putting runners at the corners. Andy Gillies got something against Clarksville. I'm not sure what that might be, but he's the boss, so he says don't ever lose to Clarksville. I'll tell you, is he from Clarksville and he got booted out? Is that what happened? Breaking pitch to Hepworth in there for a called strike. So an infield single and a bloop single puts runners at first and third, including an air throw over to first base. Sanchez Harris back. He is 8 of 9 in stolen bases. Breaking pitch misses down low. Hepworth from Pensacola State College. Hometown Gulf Breeze, Florida. There's a strike on the outside corner. Hepworth comes in hitting .322, playing game number 20. 19 hits, 7 of them are doubles, 2 long balls, 13 RBIs. There's a ground ball that is off the glove of Wilkins, and he'll throw to first base to get 1 out on the play. The other 2 runners move up.
Batting fourth,
And Clarksville now leads 1-0. RBI ground out for Hepworth. Brings in Blake Merwin. I think Spencer might have been thinking about 2 off the bat, but after it was misplayed initially, his only play was over to first base. Now Blaze Bell steps in, and the DH looks at a strike call on the inside corner. Blaze Bell from UT Martin, been one of the hottest hitters over the last several weeks in the Ohio Valley League. Had a really good year at UT Martin. Now second in the Ohio Valley League in hitting with .388 mark. Second in hits to Drew Robertson. He has 31. There's a ground ball that will go off the wall right in front of the Rhythm dugout. Count goes 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bell is tied for 4th with 8 doubles on the year. Second in RBIs, having an all-star or maybe even MVP year. He just got a piece of that backdoor breaking pitch. Bell played his high school baseball at Blackman. He's from Rockville, Tennessee. Sanchez Harris leads off at second, goes to third. Strikeout looking to Bell. The throw down to third base pulls Miller off the bag. Sanchez Harris has a steal, and now Trey Miller appears like he might be injured. Made a diving play. Josh Carmen now out to check on his third baseman. Miller made the play. I'm not sure that he applied the tag, but now being helped to his feet by both head coaches. Trey, if we had had a camera operator, we'd have zoomed right in on you, buddy. But if you're just looking for some TV time, you've come to the wrong broadcast. We have stationary cameras. So 2 outs and a runner at third. Brings up Merritt Carter. Taking pitch in there for a called strike. Carter, the second batter of the year, off of Spencer Wilkins, delivered a home run over the 345 sign out there in left center field toward their team bus. There's another breaking pitch that must have missed outside. One run on 2 hits. None of them hit hard, and swing and a miss. Puts the count at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wilkins trying to get out of the jam, straying that runner at third base. Mata Delgado, Vicky Maloney, Meany. All checked in as Spencer Wilkins gets his second backwards K in the first inning. Clarksville scores 1. Might be an unearned run as it stands with that error in there. 2 singles. We'll have to check on that with our official scorer, Stephanie, tonight. She said already she thinks I'm right. Wow, that's quick. 2 hits, 1 error, 1 runner left on base. Clarksville takes the early lead, 1-0. Thanks for joining us on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram knocks it out of the park with Nashville's best selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, all new vehicles come with a Rhythm exclusive lifetime warranty. Unlimited time, unlimited miles, no additional charge. That's a home run. Find your new Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Madison, just 10 minutes north of Nashville.
If you've got a dream, then we've got you covered. Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram is like no other.
Think about something for a moment. Every single business, from the smallest neighborhood bakery to the biggest multinational corporation, is someone's dream come true. The byproduct of planning and determination and hard work. If you own a business, you already know that. So you'll also understand that fire and security protection isn't just about protecting property. It's about safeguarding dreams. At Corson, that's what we've specialized in since 1946. Corson Fire and Security. Corson.com.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Tim Reese riding solo tonight. Broadcast partner Zach Williams out with a sick family member. So we are moving right along. Probably won't get all the comedy tonight that you would normally get. The wit from a young broadcaster is lined out to center field, sends Blake Merwin back, does Henry Jackson with a hard hit ball, but Merwin makes the catch for out number 1. Drew Robertson steps in.
Second for the Rhythm, right fielder Drew Robertson.
Drew Horn on the mound. Looks like he's got a little giddy up on that fastball. This is just a little bit high on that offering. Swing and a miss by Robertson on another fastball, and Horn is working quickly. Drew, league leader in hits, games played, at-bats, runs scored, doubles. Third in the league in hitting at 360. And he looks at a called strike 2 balls, 2 strikes. From Catawba College. Graduated high school, Beach High School right down the road. Big rival to the Hendersonville Commandos. Taps one down to first base. Gabe Seibert will glove and beat Robertson to the bag for out number 2. Slow roller. Gabe Seibert came over to glove. Horn heading that way as he should. Nice play by Seibert. I think normally a second baseman is Gabe. With 2 outs and nobody on, Trey Miller steps in. Apparently he has recovered from his medical issue down there at third base on the diving play. Chicken Man checking in. Todd Hundley. I already told the folks about our meeting at our Mexican place, Dos Margaritas. Need to get them to become a meal sponsor, don't I, Todd? Maureen Thompson checking in from Reston, Virginia, I'd assume. That's popped up out to center field. Merwin drifting under it, and he'll make the catch. Didn't put that up. There we go. 3 up, 3 down. A clean inning for Drew Horn. Right-hander either headed to Walter State, been at Walter State, connected in some way with Walter State from Murfreesboro Siegel High School. After 1 inning, the Whirlybirdz lead the Rhythm 1-0.
At Jersey Mike's, they slice your order fresh right in front of you. And let me tell you, watching that can send a rush of emotions through a person. Excitement, impatience, baby-like wonder, indecisive, anticipatory chewing, nervous pacing, happy claps, and finally, jealousy, because that's this guy's sub. I should order one. Good idea. Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Here at Pizza Ranch, our research tells us kids love our buffet. All right, kids, to recap, your favorite things about eating at Pizza Ranch: pizza, chicken leg. Wait, who said pudding plate? Joey, what's a pudding plate?
It's a plate full of pudding.
Carl, put it on the board. Kids love Pizza Ranch, and parents love that kids eat free on Tuesday nights.
Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet.
I think this kid is onto something.
Welcome back to Drakes Creek Park. We move to the top of the second inning. Spencer Wilkins back out on the mound, and he will face 6, 7, and 8 of the Whirlybirdz lineup. Whirlybirdz in their first year in the Ohio Valley League, 14 and 15. As they come in for game number 30. Head coached by Jason Rice. Caleb Mulcahy steps in, swings at a first pitch, breaking pitch. Comes up empty. Mulcahy plays at Tusculum College. Maybe it's Tusculum University now. Common spelling of Mulcahy, by the way, M-U-L-C-A-H-Y. Don't look at the OVL roster online. That'll mess you up. Wilkins on the 0-2 pitch drives Mulcahy back. For some reason, I just want to call him Father, don't you? Mark McDaniel, you got that, Father Mulcahy? And there is the third backward K of the ball game, and third in a row for Spencer Wilkins. Wasn't that the priest on MASH? I don't know how he spelled it, but Gabe Seibert, formerly of Motlow State. Not sure where he might be going now, but he's a Clarksville Rossview High School player. Pops that one up out to center field. Sends Reese Holbrook over toward his buddy Drew Robertson in right field. He'll make the catch in right center.
Brings up the third baseman, Garrett
Round number
Taylor.
2. Garrett Taylor, third base from Jackson State, steps to the plate. Taylor from Cunningham, Tennessee. No idea. We need any idea, Mark, where Cunningham, Tennessee is? Breaking pitch. For there was only a way we could find out. Maybe somebody online knows where Cunningham, Tennessee is. Give me a county at least. Breaking pitch well in front of the plate. Jackson Cothran says, thank you. I wanted to take one off my chest. Cunningham's outside of Clarksville? Montgomery County? Wow, okay. Wonder where he went to high school. Right at the top of the zone there, Cumberland Furnace. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Taylor. Not sure Garrett Taylor was on the squad when we played them earlier this year. Nearly caught that inside corner. Count goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. Garrett Taylor playing in game number 17. He, at the end of the bat off of that one, to stay in the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, hitting .286. 12 hits, 1 extra base hit. It was a double. 4 RBIs. Has walked 14 times. The team leader in walks is Blake Merwin. 16 walks in 17 games. There is strike 3 called. And Spencer Wilkins, a little cleaner inning that inning than in the first. He has struck out 4 batters, and all 4 of those have gone down looking. Headed to the bottom of the second. Thanks for joining me. Riding solo tonight, the Full Count Broadcast Network.
United Machine and Tool has been manufacturing the highest quality projects for a wide variety of industries for over 35 years. We deliver high-quality CNC machine components and fabrication projects from prototype to production. United Machine and Tool is committed to quality and excellence in the manufacturing industry. We're located in Goodlettsville, Tennessee. Check us out on the web at umttn.com for any manufacturing need. That's United Machine and Tool, a proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Hey, I've been thinking, bank fees can seem pretty cruel. Well, they did until I went to Volunteer State Bank. I found a bank with a local personalized service and free checking. Yeah, may I present to you Kasasa. Now, it's kind of like my checking account is paying me instead of the other way around. Visit one of our 11 locations or anywhere you have a phone. Real people, real solutions, right here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
1-0 Clarksville leads here in the bottom of the second inning. We're looking for Zach Williams. He's not here tonight. It's a family situation going on. Please pray for the Williams family. Also continue to keep Ken Stegall and his family in your prayers as well, along with the third week of mission trip folks that are down in Nicaragua. Who are having a great time down there. Jackson Cothran steps in, facing Drew Horn. Two balls, no strikes to the rhythm catcher from Siegel High School. That ball nearly clips his hands. He's looking at a 3-0 count. These two must have been teammates, I would assume, at Siegel High School. 3-0 pitch gets in there for a called strike. Jackson Cothran and Drew Horn. Not sure. Cothran's been out now, college, played 2 years. There's a AAA auto glass foul ball. Brings us to a Full Count Ministries full count. 75 of 166 on full count first pitch foul balls. Right around 44%. 45%, and Cothran will look at a ball inside. Ball 4, and there's the first base runner for full count. Brings to the plate Levi Perrell from Catawba College, hometown Lexington, North Carolina. Hitting .329, that's good enough for 10th in the league. He and Drew Robertson both playing in their 30th game, which leads all players in the Ohio Valley League. Tied for third in runs scored with 21. Sixth in hits with 28, and he looks at a fastball outside. Perrell having a fantastic year at bat as well as on the field. A .956 fielding percentage. Did have a error in the first inning. It's only his 6th error, playing in one of the hardest positions on the field at shortstop. Had a lot of chances. Makes plays most shortstops don't make. Drives that one out to right field. Caleb Mulcahy will drop the ball, and it's into the warning track. Levi Perrell will move on up to second base. We'll see how that one scored, but if I vote, I think it's a single and an error, because he wasn't going to second base until he dropped the ball out there. So it's either a two-base error or a single and an error. You get Stephanie? Stephanie, I'm not trying to persuade you. I'm just giving you my opinion. So runners now at second and third. Caleb Mulcahy had trouble picking that one up. Sam Slaughter fouls that pitch off. We go 1 ball, 1 strike to the DH. So the first base hit off the bat of Levi Perrell. Jackson Cothran moves over to third base on the single. Runners now at second and third. Nobody out. Slaughter, late add, is playing in game number 6 of the year. Has 11 walks coming in. Has 2 hits, a double. On base average, .520. Only struck out 1 time. And now 2. You're welcome. Sorry, Melissa, Scott, Janet, Joe. Sure Sam's listening to me. There it was, Frankie Delgado. If you're listening, I don't want to hear it. Cooper Holbrook steps in. Sammy, at least you went down swinging, buddy. Swing and a miss by Holbrook. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cooper had 3 hits up at Hoptown the other night in the 5-4 comeback victory by Full Count. Josh Seiler was the hero and the Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram player of the game. Cooper Holbrook, though, had 3 hits, including 2 doubles. Big breakout for him, and there's a pitch. Probably 3 baseballs in the left-handed batter's box. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cooper been struggling enough. Not going to want to swing at that pitch. That one was a lot better. Might have been a makeup. Full Count Ministries, Full Count. Ground ball hard down to third. Garrett Taylor will throw to the plate, and Jackson Cothran does not slide, is tug out by Lawson Strickland. Levi Perrell stays at second base. 2 outs now, runners at first and second. Holbrook reaches on the fielder's choice, a no on our Full Count first pitch foul ball. Hard hit, 1 hopper. Nothing Jackson Cothran could do. If he stays at third base, he's going to be tug out. Anyway, Reese Holbrook steps in. 2 outs and 2 on, and he will square to bunt. He thinks he pulled his bat back. I'm not sure if that was on the call or on the attempt, but a strike was called. Here's that situation again. If I'm talking to Reese Holbrook, I'm not looking for him to bunt right here. I want him to drive in the run. You're not going to drive in a run on a bunt. And with 2 outs, take your chances. You're a good enough hitter. Swing a stick just like you did right there. On deck, Zeb Burns. Reese Holbrook playing in game number 25. He's hitting .283. 28 hits. Swing and a miss. Down go the Rhythm, no runs. There was 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 runners left on base. After 2, 1-0, Clarksville leads. You're listening to the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Don't strike out at your next party. Order the food that will get your crowd cheering. Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. We have many catering options available, from our Chick-fil-A nugget trays to our original Chick-fil-A sandwiches to our chocolate chunk cookies and fudge brownies. We have something for everyone. Order online at chickfil-a.com or call the store at 615-851-4007.
Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram knocks it out of the park with Nashville's best selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, all new vehicles come with a Rhythm exclusive lifetime warranty. Unlimited time, unlimited miles, no additional charge. That's a home run. Find your new Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram in Madison, just 10 minutes north of Nashville.
If you've got a dream, then we've got you covered. Rhythm, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram is like no other.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Huge thank you to Rhythm, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, the title sponsor for the Full Count Rhythm for the third straight year. Thanks to Ryan Duncan and his crew down there at 2210 Gallatin Pike North in Madison, Tennessee, just down the road from Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. Go to rhythmcdjr.com. That stands for Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. Or you can call them at 615-733-4999. I'd just go on down there. That's where the cars are. That's where the Jeeps are, the Ram trucks. And that's where you'll find Richie and Matt and Elsie. Thank you again to Rhythm, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. We move to the top of the third inning. Swing and a miss by Lawson Strickland, the catcher. From Tennessee Tech. Looks at a breaking pitch inside. Hometown Decatur, Alabama. Exit 320 on I-65, just past Buc-ee's in Athens. I'm sure Ken Stegall, our resident geographer, knew that as well. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He's probably been down that way a time or 6. Whoops. Let's go back to the zoom. There's a ground ball to third that will just go foul. On deck, Blake Merwin, the leadoff batter. Spencer Wilkins out for his third inning. You expect about 6 or 7 out of Spencer, and now you just expect 5 strikeouts in the first 9 batters. That's the first one. First Whirlybird that's gone down swinging. Merwin had an infield single in the first. Hard hit ground ball. It hit right off the top of the rubber, or the top of the mound, bounced high. Levi Perel was able to glove behind second base, but his throw was late and wide to Henry Jackson. Went into the out-of-bounds area between the dugout and the storage shed. And he lines that one down to left field. It is just foul. Home plate or third base umpire Randy Hundley right on it. And if that was fair, that was at least 2 bases. Cooper Holbrook got over on that in time to keep it from going all the way to the wall. But Merwin now no balls and 2 strikes. Whirlybirdz come in with a .295 batting average, percentage points behind the Louisville Jockeys for second place. Just missed with that breaking pitch, did Spencer. One-two pitch. Swing and a miss. Breaking pitch down in the dirt, and Cothran will throw to first base to complete the strikeout. That's 6 here in 2 2/3 innings. Spencer is one of the top strikeout men in the league, but not normally at this kind of a pace. Joshua Sanchez Harris, who had a bloop single in the first, steps to the plate, and he looks at a pitch called a strike, and then he rolls his head back. That's the international sign for I do not agree. And another pitch he doesn't agree with Devin Neely on. 0-2 pitch coming from Wilkins. Fouled off to the right side. Brought to you by AAA Auto Glass. Dylan Doris. His family, I believe, are the owners of AAA Auto Glass. Fine supporter of not only Full Count Rhythm, but Full Count Ministries. He's one of the Full Count Fall League coaches. Pop up into center field. Reese Holbrook breaks in and then back, and he'll make the catch. So another 1-2-3 inning for Spencer Wilkins. That is 8 straight retired now by Spencer after the first 2 reached. Only giving up an unearned run to this point. Head to the bottom of the third. Full Count needs to get some sticks going, get some runners on base, and push them across the plate.
Whatever your destination in life, you can get there easier with a checking account from F&M Bank. At F&M, our checking accounts give you the tools you need to manage your money well, like our smart free checking account that's actually free, because sometimes the basics are more than enough. Making lives better by making banking easier. Come see us at one of our branches or online at myfmbank.com. F&M Bank. Banking made easy. On purpose. Member FDIC.
Slim Chickens makes it easy to feed your hungry crowd. Fresh hand-breaded tenders, perfectly fried wings, and all the southern sides made fresh for you. It's easy. Just order on the Slim's app or website and leave everything to us. You can get it delivered right to your door. Any party, any size. Slim's has your crowd covered. Download the Slim Chickens app to order and earn rewards.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Drew Horn back out on the mound for the Whirlybirdz. He will face 9-1-2 as Zeb Burns squares to bunt. Started to pull the bat back, but somehow or another the ball found the Old Hickory bat. Fouled that one off. Zeb Burns from Catawba College, one of 4 Catawba Indians on the Rhythm roster. 3 are playing in this game. Drew Robertson, Levi Perrell, and Zeb Burns are the 3 in the Josh Carman lineup. He lines that one out to right field, but Mulcahy will come in and make the catch for out number 1. Back to the top of the lineup, Henry Jackson, who hit the second pitch that he saw out to center field. Drew Horn, 1.88 ERA, on for his 5th appearance of the year, his 4th start. 14 1/3 innings, giving up 10 hits, 8 runs, but only 3 were earned. 8 walks, 14 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .208 off of the right-hander. First pitch, breaking pitch to Henry Jackson in there for a called strike. Another breaking pitch. Caleb Abney will not try to do the Jason Rice move and make a play on that. He actually was doing a little yoga move to get out of the way of that, looked like. I don't know what you call that. Bending over backwards, basically. 0-2 pitch. High. Ball 1. Jackson comes in with a 7-game hitting streak. He and Walker Strange have the 2 longest current streaks. Jackson hitting .288. Second-year player for Full Count Rhythm from Waxhaw, North Carolina. Pops that one up, and that will get out of play. 2-2 count.
That's another AAA Auto Glass foul ball.
Henry, one of about a dozen Rhythm players and coaches that been on mission. Horn thought he might have caught that inside corner, but instead we'll have a Ritmo, full count Ritmo. Full count. That's the Rhythm team down in Chinandega, Nicaragua. Popped up in the infield. Joshua Sanchez Harris moves over just into the outfield grass. Makes the catch for out number 2. 0 for 2 on our full count first pitch foul balls. Drew Robertson grounded out to first base. He has a 6-game hitting streak on the line. 11 multiple hit games. Drives one in the gap here. That should be down and trouble. He is rounding first. That ball will get to the warning track, and there is his 12th double. A dudette double by Drew Robertson. Thanks to Dudette Communications. They printed this nice program that I read some of these ads out of. Thanks to Craig Senard over at Dudette Printing, Dudette Communications. If you need it, they can do that. As Juan Anderson, our clock operator here, has been given some barbecue nachos. Doesn't look anywhere near enough to share with the rest of the Rhythm section. I don't know what in the Sam Hill he's thinking. I mean, that's a tiny little bowl right there. Who brought that to you, Juan? You got people? Who? Brody. Little Brody Smithson? Yes, daggum. It's good to be king when Brody brings it to you. That's a ground ball. That'll go up the middle. Merrick Carter snags that one on 2 hops and throws to first base. For out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, another runner left on base. We're 1/3 of the way through this one. Rhythm trail 1-0. Hado Rubio says, "Hola, Senor Tim." Missionary down at Mazante, Nicaragua. I hope you're taking good care of my boy down there, Hado. He seems like he's having a great time. Wilson Reese down there with Tanner Sandell, Evan Jones, Todd Neal, Jackson Benjamin, Carson Howard. Who else did I see down there? A host of people that having a great time down in Mazante and playing some baseball and sharing the gospel. My son, I believe, shared his testimony today. Looking forward to hearing how that went. Take a quick break. Be right back on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Spencer Wilkins in the transfer portal, second-year player for Full Count. Going to be a good find for somebody. A 1.30 ERA. And this his 7th start of the year. A 3-2 record, has a couple tough losses. 34 2/3 innings, only giving up 22 hits coming in, and there's a 25th hit right there. He's giving up 3 hits. I got to quit saying that, don't I? When first pitch swinging, Carson Hepworth drives one into left field.
Stepping to the plate, designated hitter Blaze Bell.
First 2 batters reached on singles. That's the first batter to reach in the last 9. Do I need to call that one out, Mark? breaking pitch in there for a called strike. Blaze Bell struck out looking for the second out in the first. And Mark McDaniel's calling the dude that double play, a 6-4-3. Jackson Cothran asks the home plate umpire to check down with Wayne Seeley at first base to see if Bell offered at that breaking pitch, but Mr. Seeley said no. It goes 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouled off to the right side. Blaze Bell down in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's not going to be a 6-4-3 double play right there. That's hit well to left center field. That's going to get out of the ballpark. Blaze Bell has just hit, I believe that's only the second home run off of, no, that's not true. It's the 5th home run off of Spencer. He gave up 3 up at Madisonville. That is Blaze Bell's 4th home run of the year. And Clarksville now leads 3-0. That was well hit from the jump. Merritt Carter struck out looking to end the first. He steps in with nobody on, and he drives one high and deep to right field. Sends Robertson back. He is at the track, and he will make the catch right at the wall.
One away brings up,
and that'll bring up Caleb Mulcahy, the right fielder. He struck out looking to begin the second inning. Fastball misses low and away. RBIs 26 and 27 on the season for Blaze Bell. Line out to center field. That will get down in front of Holbrook for the 3rd hit of the inning.
Now batting first baseman Gabe Seibert.
Mark, you going to call for that 6-4-3 again? You're going to keep calling for it until it happens? The Rhythm actually are tied for the league lead in double plays. Breaking pitch misses low and away. Runner goes. There's a hit and run. That ball's getting in right field line. Mulcahy will move on to third base. A perfectly executed hit and run by the Whirlybirdz. Now puts runners at first and third.
Now batting third baseman Garrett Taylor.
So single, a home run, a fly out, and then 2 singles. 2 runs in for Clarksville. And runners at the corners, and Garrett Taylor steps in. So the second time around is gold for the Whirlybirdz. Swing and a miss. Clarksville second in the league in hitting at .295. The Rhythm, of course, are number 1 in ERA. And they have put up now 2 earned runs of their 3. But a 24th double play of the year would end the inning. There's not going to happen this inning as another backwards K for Garrett Taylor, and the 5th strikeout looking, and 7th of the game for Spencer Wilkins. So 2 outs. Lawson Strickland, who struck out to begin the 3rd inning. At the plate, he grounds one that will hop right into the Rhythm dugout, and I assume that's Caleb Abney. He made the play there, throws the ball straight on out to Spencer Wilkins. Home plate umpire want to take a look at that one. Clarksville playing for their playoff hopes. Breaking pitch catches the outside corner. Maureen, I saw old man Hayes here today. Not sure if his lovely wife is here or not. That ball is swung on a miss, dropped by Jackson Cawthorn. And the out is recorded on the throw to first base. So 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors, 2 runners left on base. Good job by Spencer to quell that additional rally there by Clarksville. The Rhythm are now down 3-0. But you are right, Maureen. Those are some nice folks right there. And Jack won the lottery, as actually all of our players in their host homes have. There's of all the people that I know that are host home families, they are tremendous people, and thanks for saying that. Mike and Kim Hayes are the host home for Jack Thompson again for the 2nd year. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Corson Fire and Security first opened for business in 1946. From the very beginning, we understood something important. We're not just protecting buildings. We're protecting the dreams that built them. We're protecting the lives unfolding inside them. Fire extinguishers, sprinkler systems, and security products are the tools of our trade, but people are the inspiration behind it. For 7 decades, we've never forgotten that. Corson Fire and Security. Corson.com.
We all think about our home's yards, gutters, floors, and so much more. When was the last time you thought about your sprinkler system? That's where Music City Fire Sprinkler steps in. It may shock you that in-home sprinkler systems are discreet and affordable. Let the experts at Music City Fire Sprinkler tell you for themselves. Give them a call at 615-826-7450 or check them out on the web at mcfs.us. That's Music City Fire Sprinkler, proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Let's get back.
Jackson Cawthorn leading off the bottom of the 4th inning, facing Drew Horn. And he gets fisted. It's one, a lazy pop-up right to Merritt Carter for out number 1. That ball ate up Jackson Cawthorn, who walked in the 2nd inning. Former teammates at Siegel High School, I believe. That was not confirmed, but both of them played at Siegel High School. Guess there's a chance that Jackson was a senior and Horn was a sophomore. Levi Perrell now looking at a 2-ball, no strike count. He singled into right field off the glove of Caleb McCahey, who was trying to make a running catch. It's a ground ball to his counterpart at short, up quickly and over to first base. 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th. Sam Slaughter will step in with nobody on. Plays baseball at Belmont University. Finished his first year over there after playing at Calhoun Community College. After transferring from University of Memphis, he played high school at Stewart's Creek High School from Smyrna, Tennessee. Second time to play for the Rhythm, played in the inaugural year in 2021. And fouls that one back. Looked like maybe Horn took a little bit off that pitch. Sam looked like he was out in front. Rhythm added another pitcher to the roster today, another pitcher from last year's squad, Brady Chappell. Dartmouth College up in Hanover, New Hampshire. Who had that one? Nope, nobody? Yours truly's been there. Played basketball in their gym back in about 1979 by myself. Everybody else on spring break is going to Florida. Mark McDaniel, I went to Hanover, New Hampshire. And look at there. What's the odds of Sammy Slaughter drawing a walk? Well, I could put a number to that with a calculator in a little bit of time. It's his 12th walk.
Stepping to the plate for the Rhythm, left fielder Cooper Holbrook.
In game number 6. Two-out walk brings up Cooper Holbrook to the plate. Be a good time right here for Cooper to get his first long ball of the year. Second walk by Horn. You can see out that window. Holbrook swings and misses. Eddie Crittenden, the Fulton Railroaders broadcaster, was checking in. There's a fly ball out to deep left center field. Look at here! Look at here! Take that, Frankie Delgado. I called one there. Cooper Holbrook with his first bomb of the year. As Sam Slaughter draws a two-out walk and Cooper Holbrook makes them pay as the Framework Athletics first runs of the game come across for the Rhythm on the first long ball of the year by Cooper Holbrook.
Stepping to the plate for the Rhythm, center fielder Reese Holbrook.
And big brother Reese Holbrook. Could they go back-to-back and be the first brothers to ever go back-to-back home runs in the Ohio Valley League? Of course, I'm just making that up. I have no idea if it's ever happened before, but I'd feel pretty confident in saying that. Tapper foul toward the Whirlybirdz dugout. Whoop, whoop. Put one in my category.
You speak everything into existence.
Even hits for the other team, right? Mark McDaniel said I speak things into existence. 1 ball, 1 strike to Reese Holbrook. There's a fastball that misses outside. Rhythm now trail by 1. That old unearned run popped up down to the left side over as Carson Hepworth, and he will make that grab in fair territory for out number 3. Cooper Holbrook with a big 2-out home run to get the Rhythm on the scoreboard. 3-2 deficit heading to the 5th inning. You're listening to the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Whatever your destination in life, you can get there easier with a checking account from F&M Bank. At F&M, our checking accounts give you the tools you need to manage your money well, like our smart free checking account that's actually free. Because sometimes the basics are more than enough. Making lives better by making banking easier. Come see us at one of our branches or online at myfmbank.com. F&M Bank. Banking made easy. On purpose. Member FDIC.
Slim Chickens makes it easy to feed your hungry crowd. Fresh hand-breaded tenders, perfectly fried wings, and all the southern sides made fresh for you. It's easy. Just order on the Slim's app or website and leave everything to us. You can get it delivered right to your door. Any party, any size. Slim's has your crowd covered. Download the Slim Chickens app to order and earn rewards.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Big 2-out, 2-run home run by Cooper Holbrook, his first of the year. And the Rhythm on the board. Now trail 3-2. Spencer Wilkins back out on the mound to face the top of the Whirlybirdz order, Blake Merwin, Joshua Sanchez Harris, and Carson Hepworth. That's fisted down the left field line. Cooper Holbrook over, and it's the Cooper Holbrook show. He makes a nice running catch down that left field line for the first out of the fifth. Away, Coop.
Second baseman Josh Sanchez Harris.
Joshua Sanchez Harris, who's 1 for 2, steps to the plate. Judy Carver watching behind home plate. Breaking pitch just missed. She's got the action on delay. I'm not sure if that's a 15, 20, 25-second delay, how long it is, but we could figure it out. We could say, Judy, when you get this message, stand up and wave. Ready now. That's a high fly ball to left field. Holbrook is back in front of the track, and he'll make catch number 2 of the inning. There she is. Wait a minute. Was that Judy?
2 away brings up the left fielder, Carson Hepworth.
Somebody else sitting with Judy Carver just waved. There's a hat being waved now. First pitch to Hepworth. Misses down. About a 20-second delay, I think. That missed somewhere. No idea. Was it down? 2 balls, no strikes. Hepworth is 1 for 2. He singled and scored ahead of Blaze Bell's home run. That's a broken bat, sounds like, into center field. Reese Holbrook will come in and make the catch for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down in the fifth. So Spencer Wilkins, after getting 2 in the bottom of the fourth, comes back with a 1-2-3 inning with 3 fly balls to Holbrooks. Head to the bottom of the fifth. The Rhythm will try to tie or take the lead. You're listening to the Full Count Broadcast Network.
United Machine and Tool has been manufacturing the highest quality projects for a wide variety of industries for over 35 years. We deliver high-quality CNC machine components and fabrication projects from prototype to production. United Machine and Tool is committed to quality and excellence in the manufacturing industry. We're located in Goodlettsville, Tennessee. Check us out on the web at umttn.com for any manufacturing need. That's United Machine and Tool, a proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Fulton Railroaders taking on the Paducah Chiefs tonight in Fulton, where the Rhythm will play on Friday night. 2 4-run innings for the Chiefs in the third and the fourth have given them an 8-2 lead, and Eddie Crittenden, as you saw on Facebook, if you're checking out the comments, said just gave up a grand slam to Lang. I don't remember his first name. Maybe Nick. I'm going to go with Nick just in case. Final answer. Jeff Cruz says, let's go Rhythm. Caleb Meyer rooting for Cooper, and that would be Holbrook. 9-1-2 scheduled here for the Rhythm in the bottom of the fifth inning off of Drew Horn. Only giving up 3 hits. One of them a long ball to Cooper Holbrook, his first of the year. From Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. Plays his baseball at Vanderbilt. Zeb Burns looks at pitch just below the knees, I guess. Swing and a miss. Ball had some movement away from Burns. This is Burns from Salisbury, North Carolina. Swings and misses on that fastball. He's now 0 for 2. 1 out in the 5th. We move to the top of the order. Henry Jackson playing first base tonight. 3rd strikeout for Horn. Henry Jackson 0 for 2. And looks at another first pitch breaking pitch. I know that's at least 2 straight at-bats that he's seen breaking pitches on the first pitch. He's not offered at it. Can't remember the first at-bat. Flew out to center field, popped out to the second baseman. Another breaking pitch. Must have stayed high. Clarksville 1 run in the 1st, unearned run. Then 2 in the top of the 4th. Rhythm matched with 2 in the bottom of the 4th. Jackson now looking at a 1-ball, 2-strike count with Drew Robertson on deck. That's a shot, gloved on a diving play by Merrick Carter. Put a star by that one. That was headed for left field. Henry Jackson just got robbed. Hit that ball hard. 2 steps away from Merrick Carter. It was a good-looking player over there at Columbia State. Drew Robertson doubled in the right center field gap. He's 1 for 2. His 12th double of the year. Breaking pitch misses inside. Fastball misses up. Drew, one of 2 players that have been with the Rhythm 3 years. He and Jackson Benjamin, who's down on mission in Nicaragua this week. Drew's 6 foot, 170-pound rising senior. Looks at a 3-0 pitch in there for a called strike. Son of Andrew and Autumn Robertson, his mother Heather Robertson, and he will take a walk. This is exactly what happened in the previous inning. Sam Slaughter walked after 2 outs, so it's Trey Miller's time, I guess. Keep this pattern going. Walk ahead of a 2-out walk ahead of a 2-run home run. See, Trey Miller can make me 2 for 2. Trey comes in with a homer and 13 RBIs in his 14 games of work. Carson Newman University, hometown in Hamilton, New York. Long look at first base on the right side. Breaking pitch. That's a good pitch right there. Trey, about the only thing you're going to be able to do with that is drive that into right field. And probably looking to drive a ball into a gap, pull something. But now with 0-2, Robertson going, swing and a miss. And catch is made by Lawson Strickland for out number 3. Robertson going on the play, but Miller strikes out on 3 pitches. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 runner left on base. We are through 5, 3-2. Clarksville leads.
Hey, I've been thinking, bank fees can seem pretty cruel. Well, they did until I went to Volunteer State Bank. I found a bank with a local personalized service and free checking. Yeah, may I present to you Kasasa. Now, it's kind of like my checking account is paying me instead of the other way around. Visit one of our 11 locations or anywhere you have a phone. Real people, real solutions, right here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Jim Reese back at Drakes Creek Park, where the Rhythm Trail, the Clarksville Whirlybirdz, the inaugural season for the Whirlybirdz. Come in at 14-15 record. Currently in 4th place. This year, the change has been made with a tight schedule that once the regular season ends, a week from tomorrow, playoffs begin right away. The first place team in each division will play the 4th place team in their divisions. 2 will play 3 in a 3-game best of series, and then those 2 winners will play each other. And then the remaining team from the South will play the remaining team from the North. Team with the best record will host that each of those playoff series. As it stands right now, the Full Count Rhythm have the number 1 spot in the OVL, as Blaze Bell may have just hit his 2nd. No, he will not. Cooper Holbrook will get over into left center field and must have been off the end of the bat. Bell looked like he had a similar swing. This time a better outcome for Full Count. Cooper Holbrook has made 3 of the last 4 outs, and Holbrook's in total have made the last 4 outs. Cooper in left, Reese in center. Big cut by Merrick Carter, who came about 3 feet shy of hitting a home run in the 4th himself. He's 0 for 2. Another breaking pitch, Carter. They said he goes on that check swing. Randy Hundley down at 3rd base was asked his opinion, and he gave the fist in front of the chest sign. Not what a batter wants to see. Carter thought he held up. 0-2 pitch. See if it's another breaking pitch. It's not. It's fastball driven into left field. Holbrook hesitated just a hair, and that ball falls in front. Probably the smarter play to not try to go for that. If he misses that, it'll go to the wall. Even though Reese is backing him up, it would be at least 2 bases. So Merrick Carter now 1 for 3. We keep saying it enough. 6-4-3. Maybe it'll happen. A throw over to first just as I move the camera. Spencer. It's not good TV, buddy. He was safe. Caleb Mulcahy fouls that one straight back. Mulcahy's 1 for 2. He dumped one into right field in the 4th. Spencer Wilkins had 1-2-3 innings in 3 of the previous 5 innings. Faced 5 batters in the 1st, gave up an unearned run, and faced 7 batters in the 4th, gave up 2 runs on 4 hits, stranded 2 runners in that inning. But he's looking for a do-dat double play here off the bat of Caleb Mulcahy. From Indian Mound, Tennessee. Mulcahy. Breaking pitch gets in there. Nice slow off-speed pitch from Spencer Wilkins. I don't know that I see him throw a slow breaking pitch that often. Got one that breaks a little bit quicker. Slider, I guess. A runner goes. That ball, he stopped. The runner stopped, and then the ball went way wide. Not sure if somebody yelled going, and maybe that threw Spencer off or not, but assume that's a wild pitch to get Carter down to second base. He started to go, and then he stopped, but as soon as he saw the ball get by Jackson Cothran, he moved on to second base. So there goes the 6-4-3 possibility, and if it wasn't then, it is now with a strikeout.
Second to the plate for the Whirlybirdz, first baseman.
Strikeout number 9 for Spencer. Gabe Seibert steps to the plate. 2 outs and a runner at second base. Nice block by Cothran. Not sure where Seibert was going, or maybe he was trying to get out of the way. Those two are teammates the last 2 years. Gabe Seibert at the plate and Jackson Cothran as the broadcaster for Volunteer State Community College. I got to see the two of them play several times. There's a fastball right down the can. Seibert. Watch that one go. There's a ground ball to Perrell. He picks and throws to Henry Jackson. Not quite as tall as Josh Seiler over there, but Henry on his tippy toes gets that delivery from Perrell for out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. Headed to the bottom of the 6th, almost 2/3 of the way done. You're listening to the Full Count Broadcast Network. Thanks for joining us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter.
Whatever your destination in life, you can get there easier with a checking account from F&M Bank. At F&M, our checking accounts give you the tools you need to manage your money well, like our smart free checking account that's actually free, because sometimes the basics are more than enough. Making lives better by making banking easier. Come see us at one of our branches or online at myfmbank.com. F&M Bank. Banking made easy. On purpose. Member FDIC.
Slim Chickens makes it easy to feed your hungry crowd. Fresh hand-breaded tenders, perfectly fried wings, and all the southern sides made fresh for you. It's easy. Just order on the Slim's app or website and leave everything to us. You can get it delivered right to your door. Any party, any size. Slim's has your crowd covered. Download the Slim Chickens app to order and earn rewards.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Middle of the Rhythm lineup to face Drew Horn. Jackson Cothran, Levi Perrell, Sam Slaughter. Left, right, left to face the right-hander from Murfreesboro Siegel High School. On the Walter State roster. If I can figure out if somebody out there is listening and knows about Drew Horn, send me a chat on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter and let me know what year he graduated from over there at Siegel, and has he already pitched at or been at Walter State under head coach Derek Shelton. like to know if these guys actually were teammates. Had trouble throwing to Cawthron. He's walked him once, and Cawthron on the first pitch he saw in the second at-bat broke his bat, or fisted one, to the shortstop. 3-0 swinging is Cawthron. Fouls that one back. Cawthron comes in with a .482 on-base percentage, which if he had enough games played or at-bats, that would be good enough, I believe, for second in the league. And he flips that bat away, and he has a second walk, a leadoff walk here in the 6th inning. 4th walk by Horn. Looks like some activity going on down in the Whirlybirdz dugout or bullpen, and the slow walk out to the mound. Jason Rice, the head coach, and that might be the end of the ball game for Drew Horn. No indication yet, but give me time to check the internet. Jim Warringer up in New Jersey says, let's go. Nelson Torres, let's go. And it looks like Andrew Horn's going to stay in the ballgame, at least for Levi Perrell. Perrell 1 for 2. Not squaring around the bunt. He looks at a first pitch, breaking pitch for a called strike. A pesky fly up here bothering me. Normally I've got Zach Williams. Let's throw over to first base. Mark McDaniel, the PA man here, and Stephanie, they said you had one over there. It's kind of flying a little slow. I got him with the Dude Dat Communications program here. Yeah, it's pretty valuable. It was a pretty slow fly. Wasn't a pretty, slow fly. It was a very slow fly. Nothing pretty about a fly. He might have had a cotton eye, too. Fastball stays high, 2 balls and a strike. Rhythm section down to 4 up here in the press box. Zach Williams not with us tonight. Praying for his father. Throw over to first base. Almost looks like Drew Horn is trying to give whoever's in the bullpen a little extra time to throw. The 2-1 pitch coming to Levi Perrell with nobody out. Swing and a miss. Jackson Cawthron led off the inning with a walk. Fakes going, and that pitch is down low. A full count. Ministries full count. Oh for 2 on full count first pitch foul balls. Popped up to the right side. That will stay in field of play, and fair ball caught by Caleb Mulcahy. So 1 out and 1 on. Sam Slaughter steps in. Struck out in the second, walked and scored ahead of Cooper Holbrook's second home run, and wonder if there's a left-hander that's warming up in the bullpen. Sam Slaughter swings it from the left side Catcher Lawson Strickland has gone out to the mound to chat with Andrew. I was looking somebody up, and it may be Andrew. It goes by Drew Horn on the roster. Don't remember that walk-up song for Sam a couple of years ago. He's got a good one this year, doesn't he? It was the old Michael W. Smith song, right? Our God is an awesome God. Was that him, or was that Rich Mullins? It definitely is a different rendition. Is that a Rich Mullins song initially? Was it Michael W. Smith? Stay tuned after the game. Well, the Full Count Ministries verse of the game. Mimi sent one in earlier. A psalm. Sam looks at a called strike on the outside corner. There we go. Charlie Cawthorn. Pretty sure Drew graduated from Siegel last year. Okay. So in 22, so I guess then maybe he would have been at Walter State. So they might have been senior, sophomore. It's a high chopper down to third base, but it will be gloved by Garrett Taylor in foul territory. Don't think he had any action at Walter State this past year. Saw them play several times, but pretty sure I checked earlier to see if any of these guys had played at Walter State. They have a couple on their roster, but Walter's typically, you go up there, you're going to redshirt. Not a whole lot of true freshmen to get in time. Changeup misses down low. They have one of the top programs in the country year after year. Throw over to first. Jackson back. Not a huge threat to steal. One stolen base in 3 attempts. That is fouled right off the glove of Lawson Strickland. And not sure if that bent his hand back or not, but umpire will give him a little bit of time to recover. Mimi sent in Psalm 18 verses 1 through 3. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's a drive into right field. That'll get down for a base hit. Sam Slaughter with a rip down to right in front of Caleb McKay. Putting runners at first and second. And that will do it for Drew Horn. We will have a Hemphill Brothers call to the bullpen. We'll take a break, tell you about the new pitcher when we return on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Score home run deals from your hometown dealer. Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We've got Nashville's best selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, every new vehicle comes with Rhythm's exclusive lifetime warranty. Unlimited time, unlimited miles at no additional charge. We've got great deals on deck, so step up to the plate. Find your new Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram at rhythmcdjr.com. Feel the rhythm, love the ride.
Hey, I've been thinking, bank fees can seem pretty cruel. Well, they did until I went to Volunteer State Bank. I found a bank with a local personalized service and free checking. Yeah, may I present to you Kasasa. Now, it's kind of like my checking account is paying me instead of the other way around. Visit one of our 11 locations or anywhere you have a phone. Real people, real solutions, right here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Hemphill Brothers call to the bullpen for the Whirlybirdz. Number 34, Jay Watson, 6 foot, 195-pounder from at Columbia State Community College, transferred from Freed Hardeman. Clarksville, Tennessee native, played at Rossview High School. He is on in relief of Drew Horn. Went 5 1/3 innings, gives up 4 hits, 2 runs, but 2 runners on base are his responsibility. Walked 4, struck out 4. And currently the pitcher of record, either for a win or a loss or a no decision. He could go any of 3 different ways. Mark Wilkins checked in. Says that Rich Mullins originally recorded that song. I don't know why, I just thought that was a Rich Mullins song. Square around the bunt is Cooper Holbrook with 1 out. Not bunting for a sacrifice there. He's bunting for a base hit. Pretty good bunter. Hit a 2-run home run in the 4th, though, his last plate appearance. Draw him in with the bunt and then go ahead and go yard dog for the back-to-back, Coop. How about that? Swing and a miss on a breaking pitch. He's going to do it. He's going to do it with 2 strikes on him. It's in the dirt. Blocked nicely by Strickland. We don't have that in front or behind center fielder, behind the pitcher camera angle, but from back here you could just tell that he was totally in a block mode, not to try to catch it. He was catching that with his chest. 1-2 pitch is weakly hit out the shortstop. It's going to go to the ground, and that's going to be a double play. 6-4 double play. A force out of Slaughter at second base and a tag of Jackson Cothran heading to third base. And that rally ends quickly. Fielder's choice that Cooper Holbrook gets into. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. We're 2/3 of the way through this one. Rhythm trail 3-2. You're watching it all on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Don't strike out at your next party. Order the food that will get your crowd cheering. Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. We have many catering options available, from our Chick-fil-A nugget trays to our original Chick-fil-A sandwiches to our chocolate chunk cookies and fudge brownies. We have something for everyone. Order online at chickfil-a.com or call the store at 615-851-4007.
Since 1980, Hemphill Brothers Coach Company has been rolling strong in the coach rental industry right here in our own backyard of Tennessee. At Hemphill Brothers, we bring a personal and customized approach to every project we work on. This is why our clients love riding with us and why they trust us to get them to wherever they need to be. Plus, at Hemphill Brothers, all coach rentals include a driver for your trip. Hemphill Brothers are proud to provide transportation for the Full Count Rhythm all season long. And listen for the Hemphill Brothers call to the bullpen this season. If you're interested in more info, find us on the web at hemphillbrothers.com or give us a call at 615-876-9000. That number again is 615-876-9000.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Hemphill Brothers call to the bullpen for the Full Count Rhythm. Number 14, Jack Thompson, on in relief of Spencer Wilkins. Thompson with the team-leading 11th appearance of the year. He has 1 save, 4.05 ERA, 1-1 record, 13 1/3 innings, 8 hits, 7 runs, 6 were earned, 9 walks, 21 strikeouts. Opponents hitting 163 off the right-hander from Virginia Military Institute. Second-year player, son of Gene and Maureen Thompson. He comes down sidearm just like Jay Watson does. It's that first pitch in there for a called strike. Garrett Taylor. That pitch missed somewhere. Taylor is 0 for 2. He struck out twice. And looks at a comeback fastball right on the outside corner. Nice pitch by Jack. And a third strikeout for Garrett Taylor. The first out here in the top of the 7th inning.
Catcher Lawson Strickland.
Lawson Strickland also struck out twice. Steps to the plate. Waves at a breaking pitch. And looks at another one. Jack Thompson coming in throwing strikes. These two teams will hook up again tomorrow right here at Drakes Creek Park. That one is tapped right in front of home plate with a crazy spin. Gothran up with it and able to grab a hold of that barehanded and throw out Strickland for out number 2.
Away brings up the center fielder, Blake Merwin.
Blake Merwin steps in. He's 1 for 3. Scored the first run of the game for Clarksville. Spencer Wilkins goes 6 innings. Gives up 7 hits, 3 runs. It shows on here that they're earned. We'll have to get that changed. I'm not sure how that ended up, but on the game changer it shows 3 earned runs. But we'll get Stephanie on that. We got our best game changer operator. It's in the booth here to handle that. His line drive over the glove of Levi Perrell into center field, and a second hit by Merwin. 2 out knock.
Second baseman Josh.
I believe he played 2 years at Columbia State, or he's played 2 years in junior college. I can't remember if he was actually at Columbia State for that first year that I broadcasted, but I know he was in the TCCAA. Probably was 2 years at Columbia State. Sanchez Harris also in the TCCAA over at Roane State Community College. Looks at the first pitch strike. Wilkins struck out 9 in his 6 innings. That ball is popped up out to Reese Holbrook, sends him back, but he looks like he has it measured, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. A 2-out single stranded on base by Jack. Don't call me Armstrong Thompson. And it is getting rhythm time. The 7th inning stretch. Johnny Cash is going to tell us to get into rhythm.
Johnny Cash.
Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram knocks it out of the park with Nashville's best selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, all new vehicles come with a Rhythm exclusive lifetime warranty. Unlimited time, unlimited miles, no additional charge. That's a home run. Find your new Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram in Madison, just 10 minutes north of Nashville.
If you've got a dream, then we've got you covered. Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram is like no other.
Think about something for a moment. Every single business, from the smallest neighborhood bakery to the biggest multinational corporation, is someone's dream come true. The byproduct of planning and determination and hard work. If you own a business, you already know that. So you'll also understand that fire and security protection isn't just about protecting property. It's about safeguarding dreams. At Corson, that's what we've specialized in since 1946. Corson Fire and Security. Corson.com.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Bottom of the 7th we go. Full Count needs some runs. As Harrison Travis heads on to first base. 3rd year with the Full Count Rhythm. first base coach this year. And no, this is Reese Holbrook right here.
Now batting for the Rhythm, center fielder Reese Holbrook.
Reese Holbrook leading off for a full count. The 8-hole hitter in today's lineup. Facing Jay Watson out for his first complete inning in relief of Drew Horn. Holbrook 0 for 2. Strikeout and a fly out. In a bit of a slump. Hitting .283, playing in game number 25. Just over 100 official at-bats. Coming in, getting on at a 38+ percentage of the time. Called strike. 3 balls and a strike from the University of North Carolina. Timeout called as Strickland will go out and talk to Jay Watson, the pitcher. Don't think we have any changes, any Jersey Mike subs of the game at this point. Carson Hepworth still in left field, Blake Merwin in center, Caleb Mulcahy in right, Garrett Taylor at third, Merrick Carter at short, Josh Sanchez Harris at second, Gabe Seibert at first, Lawson Strickland behind the plate, and Jay Watson in relief of Drew Horn. Pitching from that sidearm delivery, gets fastball in that outside corner, and we'll have a full count. Ministries full count. Lori Gettelfinger says, "Let's go Rhythm." Brooke Carmen's mom. And that pitch just a little bit too far out. And there's another leadoff walk. No leadoff walk. The other 3 times, the other 2 times have not come around to score. There was a 2-out walk that did come in.
Second baseman Zeb Burns.
Jay Watson was on with 2 on and 1 out, was able to get a ground ball double play, a little bit different, but ground ball to the shortstop with runners at first and second. He threw to Sanchez Harris at second, who stepped on the base and was able to, as that ball is bunted in fair territory, Lawson Strickland picks it up, throws down to first base, and the sacrifice bunt is successful. But to complete that double play, Sanchez Harris, all he had to do was just tag Jackson Cothran, who was going back to the base, thinking maybe that Merrick Carter might catch the ball in the air. But he did not, and Sanchez Harris able to tag Cothran out for out number 3. So with 1 out, the tying run is at second base. Henry Jackson swings this time at the first pitch he sees. Fouls it back. He's been taking that first pitch. No bat boy tonight. Where are those Edwards boys? We need to see Gunner B out here at some point. Garrett T's been on the hop for a couple years. Speaking of on the hop, is a hit and run, I guess, as a ground ball to third. Reese Holbrook thought about just continuing on to the plate, but thought better of it. And he will be on third base with the leading hits man in the OVL, Drew Robertson. Had a double in the third, which was his 42nd hit of the year, 10 more than second place. It was Blaze Bell, and he gets a called strike there. And I have no idea where that pitch missed. Big run at third base. Rhythm trying to get it in. Misses again. Outside. 2 balls and a strike. On deck, Trey Miller. Drew Robertson, the only hit of the first 4 batters in the lineup. And he swings late on that pitch. It almost looked like he could have hit the catcher's mitt while he swung, which would have been catcher's interference, but apparently not the case. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And he swings and just gets a piece of that, and it pops out of Strickland's glove. Rhythm riding a 5-game winning streak. Swing and a miss on a breaking pitch high and outside of the zone, and down goes Robertson for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base. That leadoff walk just cannot get pushed across the plate. That's 3 innings out of the 7 that the Rhythm have had a leadoff walk stranded on base. 3-2, we got 2 innings left here at Drakes Creek Park. Tight ball game between the 4th place Whirlybirdz and the 1st place Full Count Rhythm.
Don't strike out at your next party. Order the food that will get your crowd cheering. Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. We have many catering options available, from our Chick-fil-A nugget trays to our original Chick-fil-A sandwiches to our chocolate chunk cookies and fudge brownies. We have something for everyone. Order online at chickfil-a.com or call the store at 615-851-4007.
Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram knocks it out of the park with Nashville's best selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, all new vehicles come with a Rhythm exclusive lifetime warranty. Unlimited time, unlimited miles, no additional charge. That's a home run. Find your new Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram in Madison, just 10 minutes north of Nashville.
If you've got a dream, then we've got you covered. Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram is like no other.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Paducah Chiefs are putting it to the Fulton Railroaders up at Fulton. 12-2 they lead after 7, so that means that ball game is over. 12 runs, 16 hits for Paducah. How many long balls did they hit? 1 home run, that's a grand slam. 4 doubles. They put it on the Fulton Railroaders tonight, 12-2 in the yard up in Fulton, Kentucky. Jack Thompson back out for his 2nd inning. Breaking pitch catches the inside corner. Count goes 1 ball and 1 strike to the 3rd batter in the Whirlybirdz lineup, Carson Hepworth. He's 1 for 3. Singled and scored in the 4th, and he is singled here to lead off the 8th.
Now batting designated hitter Blaze Bell.
9th hit of the ball game for Clarksville. Rhythm with only 4 hits. Blaze Bell steps in from the University of Tennessee at Martin. Swing and a miss on a sweeper, as they like to call it now. Sidearm breaking pitches. That one gets by Cothran. Down to second base will go Hepworth. Not sure if Cothran got crossed up on that one, but that'd be a pass ball or wild pitch. Pass ball is charged to Cothran. Count goes 2 balls and a strike. Popped up on the right side. That will be in shallow right field. Drew Robertson looks like he has an eyeball on that one. And bluff to third base by Hepworth. As draws a strong throw by Drew out there in right field. 1 out. And Blaze Bell now 1 for 4 with a 2-run home run, which is the difference in the ball game right now. Stay tuned after the game. We'll name a Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram player of the game. First pitch from Thompson to Merrick Carter, who's 1 for 3 in there for a called strike. Big jump. Second base. Ball is lifted up out to left center field. Runner was at third base. A catch is made to throw to second base. It's not in time. Hepworth able to return to the bag. He had a huge jump, so he just took off for third base, but Merrick Carter apparently liked the pitch. Otherwise, with a jump that big, you could let that one go on by.
Brings up the right fielder.
I would think that would have been a hit and run from second base. Okay, he steps in. He's 1 for 3. Leadoff single by Carson Hepworth moves to second on a pass ball. And now 2 flyouts, and he's still leading off a second. Foul ball just at the top of the screen. Another big jump, check swing, and Jackson Cothran wanted to hold that pitch there. Maybe get the called third strike because he knew that he wasn't going to be able to throw out Hepworth at third base. Smart play by the young man heading to Ohio University in Athens, Ohio. 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed. That stolen base means nothing now. And no runs, 1 hit, and 1 runner left on base. Rhythm have 6 outs play with, and they are down a run. Plenty of time for the Cardiac kids as they came back in the top of the 9th inning up at Hoptown with 2 runs in the top of the 9th to ultimately win that game 5-4. They're going to have to come back again here tonight against the Whirlybirdz. Thanks for joining us on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
This is home. So is this. And this. But home isn't just the stunning views or the rugged beauty. It's what you make of it. It's a place for joy and peace. A safe haven where memories are made. It's all of these things. Home is a feeling, and it's created by the people around you. This region is home, and we're so proud to be a part of it.
Robin Benjamin says, let's get some hits. Trey Miller, Jackson Cothran, Levi Perrell scheduled to face Jay Watson. Sounds to me like Chick-fil-A Rivergate is showing up. Spicy, Micah, that's right. Trey Miller squares the bunt, pulls the bat back on the breaking pitch. Thanks to Todd and Linda Hunley over at Chick-fil-A Rivergate. Larry Gore is our second runner up here with the umpires' meals and the rhythm section. Here's Stephanie. I don't know, Stephanie, you don't go by Stegall, do you? No, Lowe. That's right. Stephanie Lowe, Mark McDaniel, Juan Gonzalez Anderson, Wangan. Used to play with the Texas Rangers. I saw him playing down there in Texas, so you may not know him, but well-known baseball player for the Rangers. Just Wangan Anderson. And yours truly in a 4-pitch walk to Trey Miller. Guess what, folks? Another leadoff walk. Surely one of these four is going to have to come back to bite the Whirlybirdz. And Jackson Cothran, who has 2 of those 4 inning beginning walks, steps to the plate. Second walk by Jay Watson. See if Cothran's going to try to lay one down. Throw over to first base by Watson. Drives Miller back. Miller, a late add to the Rhythm roster, playing in game number 15. 4 stolen bases, has not been caught. That pitch misses outside. Cothran was not squaring around a bunt. He hits one in the hole between short and third, and that will put runners at first and second. First base hit by Cothran. Jackson came in with a 3-game hitting streak, now moves that to 4. And Levi Perrell steps to the plate. Now let's see if Josh Carmen wants to play small ball. Levi Perrell handles the bat well. Could push one toward the second baseman here. He squares the bunt. Pitch is low and away with shortstop going to cover third. The third baseman going to cover third. Gabe Seibert, or Josh Sanchez Harris at second base was going to cover first. And Gabe Seibert was charging. So middle of the field wide open. Let's see what happens here. Squares the bunt. And just on the outside corner as it winked on its way by. Sanchez Harris is pretty close to second. Another square to bunt, and that pitch is high. Nobody's covering first base. I wonder if that's going to be the pitcher's job, which is going to be tough to do. Sanchez Harris not breaking for first base. If Gabe Seibert at first base, if he has to field this ball, he's going to have to throw to third. That's just going to only play. Bunted but foul. And Perrell now down in the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. I would not be completely surprised to see Levi square around even with 2 strikes here, but that would be a little risky. Sure, 99% of you know that square around a bunt on 2 strikes and you foul it, it's a strikeout. He lines one down the right field line. If it's fair, it's trouble. It is a foul ball. Wayne Seeley raises both of his hands down on that right field line. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. All kinds of flying insects in here, Juan. Two pitch, swing and a miss, and a nice breaking pitch by Jay Watson to retire Levi Perrell. Perrell now 1 for 4. 1 out. Sam Slaughter at a single in the right field. Nice hard hit ball. His 3rd hit since, I almost want to say, being called up. Since joining the Rhythm roster last week. Going to take the summer off, at least the first month, and Not sure if he called Josh Carmen as they're going to pick off attempt at second base. He does not throw it, so that's his one and only disengagement for this batter. Jessica Poland rooting for Trey Miller to show us something. Trey Miller looking to score the tying run is what Trey Miller's looking to do now. Sammy's got some power. Maybe he drives one out of here to give the Rhythm a 2-run lead. Swinging a foul tip into the glove. Wasn't going to happen on that pitch. That was a nice changeup from Watson. Fastball that rides away. Sammy in the last couple games have been going opposite way quite a bit. Uptown, probably 3 or 4 at-bats. The games that he doesn't walk 3 times. I got the wrong count. Now we go full. I just got there a different way. Is that in fact... He's got it up. I can't see his fingers, but I assume that we're at a full count. Ministries full count. Sam Slaughter with 7 home runs at Belmont this year. He lines one down that left field line, but it will go foul. My first context clue was Sam Slaughter not running to first base. Uh-oh. Hey, guess what? We don't have 3 cameras. I went to camera 3, and guess what? It was black. Sorry, you missed a line drive foul ball down the third base line. But you did miss our first full count, first pitch foul ball. Let's get back to camera 1. Another tapper foul on a breaking pitch. Slaughter, the son of Scott and Melissa Slaughter, brother to Blake. Played 52 games for the Belmont Bruins this past year. Started in 44 of them. 13 doubles, 7 home runs, hit .260 for head coach Dave Jarvis at my alma mater, the Belmont Bruins. Full count pitch, and that will right inside Sammy. Base on ball. Slaughter will head down to first base, and the base is now loaded. And some more activity in the Whirlybirdz bullpen. Cooper Holbrook, have you a week, buddy? Started on Monday with 3 knocks up at Hoptown. Looks at a fastball right on the edge of the plate. Strike 1. 1 for 3, grounded into 2 fielder's choices, but also hit his first home run of the year. 2-run bomb over the left center field wall. Just ahead of that one, and now down in the count 0-2. Brother Reese Holbrook on deck. Retrieves that foul ball. Beautiful night at the ballpark here. Started at 90, feels like 99. Now it's down to 84, feels like 92. Balmy. Balmy. Feels pretty good up here in the press box, though. Thanks to Andy Gilly and City of Hendersonville for their air conditioning. Bases loaded. And that's a shot to shortstop off the glove and kicked by Merrick Carter, a hard hit baseball. And that will score a tying run. Cooper Holbrook will get an RBI. He now has all 3 of the RBIs for full count, and we will wait to see our lovely official scorekeeper for tonight's game. Base hit, an RBI, and looks like we have another mound visit. Probably going to have a pitching change, so we'll take a break right along with them. Tell you about the new pitcher when we return on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Don't strike out at your next party. Order the food that will get your crowd cheering. Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. We have many catering options available, from our Chick-fil-A nugget trays to our original Chick-fil-A sandwiches to our chocolate chunk cookies and fudge brownies. We have something for everyone. Order online at chickfil-a.com or call the store at 615-851-4007.
Since 1980, Hemphill Brothers Coach Company has been rolling strong in the coach rental industry right here in our own backyard of Tennessee. At Hemphill Brothers, we bring a personal and customized approach to every project we work on. This is why our clients love riding with us and why they trust us to get them to wherever they need to be. Plus, at Hemphill Brothers, all coach rentals include a driver for your trip. Hemphill Brothers are proud to provide transportation for the Full Count Rhythm all season long. And listen for the Hemphill Brothers call to the bullpen this season. If you're interested in more info, find us on the web at hemphillbrothers.com or give us a call at 615-876-9000. That number again is 615-876-9000.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
And here is that Hemphill Brothers call to the bullpen. Number 9, Marshall Robinson on in relief of Jay Watson from Roane State Community College. He's also a Clarksville native from Rossview High School. Left-hander. Comes in with the bases loaded and 1 out. And he will face Reese Holbrook, a left-handed batter. Jay Watson goes 2 innings. Gets 6 outs, gives up 2 hits. Right now, 1 run. 3 runners on base are his responsibility. First pitch from Marshall Robinson misses outside the zone. The Rhythm have tied it up here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Count goes 2 balls, no strikes. Watson walked 3, struck out 2. Did not hit a batter. 2-0 cut by Holbrook and fouls that one back. First left-handed pitcher in the ball game for either team. And a 3 balls, 1 strike count now to Holbrook. It's his 10th appearance for Robinson. He ties now Jay Watson for the most, and he has just walked in a run. Jay Watson doesn't appreciate that, but Rhythm take their first lead of the ball game on an RBI walk by Reese Holbrook. All 4 RBIs credited to the Holbrook family. Sam Slaughter moves to 3rd. Cooper Holbrook at 2nd. Reese Holbrook at 1st. And Zeb Burns steps to the plate. Zeb looking for a wild pitch that will get by. A delayed toss to the pitcher is mishandled, and Rhythm score another run. Everybody moves up 90 feet, and the Rhythm now lead 5-3. Pass ball or wild pitch? I didn't see it enough, do you? Wild pitch? Okay. Wild pitch brings Sam Slaughter in. Marshall Robinson struggling to get the ball over the plate. 2 balls and no strikes. Fouled straight back. That Burns flew out, struck out, and sacrifice bunt in the 7th inning. Infield drawn in. Burns fouls that one off to the right side. A AAA Auto Glass foul ball. Oh, that caught a building over there about on the third base dugout over there, field 4, wasn't it? I had no idea. They just put a high-rise. It's a retirement home. I might have to move in over there one day. Strikeout for Zeb Burns for out number 2. And Henry Jackson. See if he can get a big 2-out knock. Marshall Robinson able to come back to get Zeb Burns. And the infield now plays back. Breaking pitch misses high. Henry Jackson's 0 for 4. Henry, it's time. It is time. Formerly known as the Henry the Eagle Jackson from Carson Newman. Now he's heading to the Tribe at William and Mary. He grounds that one down. Backhanded nicely by Garrett Taylor. He gets up, throws over to Gabe Seibert, who drops the baseball. Nice play by Garrett Taylor as Gabe Seibert not able to handle that strike. And that puts runners on the corners, brought to you by CrossFit Hendersonville, and the Rhythm now leads 6-3. And Drew Robertson gets to the plate, the 9th batter to come to the plate. Runner goes, throw to second base, and he will be in there. Coming to the plate on a double steal is Reese Holbrook. This time he gets in there. Last time that happened, he was thrown out at the plate. I thought he was safe up at Henderson, but they called him out, and that is run number 7 for full count here in the bottom of the 8th inning. So Henry Jackson with a stolen base. Reese Holbrook with a stolen base. There's 5 runs in the inning. Swing and a miss by Robertson. Another late swing right there. Almost looks like he's swinging a heavier bat all of a sudden. Yeah, I don't know if he's not seeing those pitches. Of course, this is the first lefty that he's facing. That will go behind him. Nice catch by Strickland. Blind catch right there as he just saved another wild pitch by Marshall Robinson. Huge error in the inning. That one's lined out to left field. That will be backhanded about waist high by Carson Hepworth for out number 3. The Rhythm send 9 to the plate. Score 5 big runs off the Whirlybirdz. At least one was unearned on 2 hits. One big error. 2 runners left on base. 1 runner left on base. We're headed to the 9th. The Rhythm taking a 7-3 lead. See if they can hang on to get their 6th win in a row. We'll have a new pitcher. I think is that still Jack Thompson out there? We see after the very first one, but I think it's a new pitcher. We'll find out when we come back on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
United Machine & Tool has been manufacturing the highest quality projects for a wide variety of industries for over 35 years. We deliver high-quality CNC machine components and fabrication projects from prototype to production. United Machine & Tool is committed to quality and excellence in the manufacturing industry. We're located in Goodlettsville, Tennessee. Check us out on the web at umttn.com for any manufacturing need. That's United Machine & Tool, a proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Newfield brothers call to the bullpen for the Rhythm. Number 40, Marshall Raper. will come on. Not a save situation now that the Rhythm have a 4-run lead. Marshall Raper on in relief of Jack Thompson, who now is in line for the victory. Raper is in the transfer portal after finishing over at Catawba. He's the 4th Catawba Indian to get into this ball game. Marshall on for his 5th appearance of the year. 1-0 record, 5 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 10 strikeouts. Opponents hitting only 167. And he will face 7, 8, and 9 in the Whirlybirdz lineup. Gabe Seibert leads off, first pitch swinging. Fouls that one off to the right side as we begin the top of the 9th inning. Seibert 1 for 3. Singled in the 4th. Rhythm with a 5 spot in the bottom of the 8th. That breaking pitch had Seibert backing up in the middle part of his body. Gets in on the inside corner for called strike. Raper 6'2", 205-pound senior from Kannapolis, North Carolina. Son of Norris and Sandy Raper, staying at the host home of Andrew and Autumn Robertson with Levi Perrell. He took Griffin Shelton's spot on the roster as teammate at Catawba when Griffin came up puny. Tapper foul. Griffin, if you're listening, we miss you, buddy. Thanks for sending Marshall to us, though. One ball, 2 strikes to the Whirlybirdz first baseman. Not sure where he's headed. He came from Motlow State. He grounds one over the head and glove of Raper, and Zeb Burns collects that one, throws on to Henry Jackson for out number 1. Burns hadn't had to make too many plays over there at second base. A lot of fly balls tonight and strikeouts. Garrett Taylor steps to the plate. Assume this is still Garrett Taylor. He is the hat trick tonight. 2 backwards Ks and 1 forward K. He won't get the golden sombrero. A very similar play. Zeb Burns collects that on 2 hops and throws over to first base for out number 2. Zeb says, hit them all to me here in the 9th. I'm fine with that. Rhythm looking to go to 24-9 on the season. Clarksville would fall to 14-16. Lawson Strickland, the number 9 hole hitter, the last hope for Clarksville. Fastball misses out. Jack Thompson goes 2 innings, gives up 2 hits. No runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts in his relief of Spencer Wilkins. He is in line for the victory. If Marshall Raper can close this one out, right now he's 3 balls and no strikes to the number 9 hole hitter with Blake Merlin on deck. Thompson would improve to 2-1 on the season. There's a strike. Pitcher of record for Clarksville at this point is Jay Watson. And ball 4. These 2 teams will be right back here tomorrow night. So they have 3 games in the last 8 of the season. Full Count will make their first visit and only visit until and unless in the playoffs these two teams meet up to Rossview High School. The second to last game scheduled for the season. Blake Merwin, 2 for 4, steps in. Swings at the first pitch, fouls that one down just in front of the Framework Athletics hospitality tent, thanks to Ryan McDuffie and Zach Duke, the owners of Framework Athletics, where the team goes and works out, batting cages, pitching mounds. Also where the bus meets when we go out of town. Just missed with that fastball. Count goes 1 ball, 1 strike. Sam Slaughter's Uncle Roger, I don't know if he's still watching. Roger Manis. Patricia Jeter, Pat Jeter also watching. Thanks for joining us on the Full Count Broadcast Network on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. And we're trying to get up to 400 subscribers on our Full Count Rhythm YouTube channel. I think we were at about 367. Maybe Mark McDaniel might have finally broke down and become a subscriber here in year number 3. Thanks, Mark, for your support of Full Count Rhythm Baseball. Count goes 3 balls and a strike. He listens to me during home games and forgets all about rhythm when he's not the PA man. Okay. 3-1 pitch from Raper. He is driven into left field. Cooper Holbrook comes in, and he'll make the catch. And this one belongs to the Rhythm. Makes the catch for out number 3, does Cooper Holbrook. And the Rhythm move to 24-9 as the Whirlybirdz do put a runner on base in the top of the 9th, but they were leading the entire game from the top of the first inning till the bottom of the 8th when the Rhythm put 5 on the board to take a 7-3 lead, then able to close it out as Jack Thompson moves to 2-1 with the win. Jay Watson will fall to, I had it just a minute ago. Here he is. He falls to 2-3 on the season. Clarksville 3 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors. Rhythm 7 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error. No save to be gained with a 4-run deficit or advantage. So there's no save awarded. A save was given to Jack Thompson up at Henderson with a 4-run lead, but that was a gift that he can't keep. We're going to have to take that one away. You can't come in and pitch yourself into a save opportunity, as Jack did give up a run up there in Henderson, but they were a little bit generous with that one. Game that took 2 hours and 23 minutes to play. Full Count scoring 5 in the bottom of the 8th, 2 in the 4th that cut the deficit from 3 to 2. But 5 runs, 4 were earned on only 2 hits, 3 walks, and a big error, as 9 players came to the plate. We'll go ahead and name our Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram player of the game. It's going to be Cooper Holbrook. He went 3 for 5 the other night. It did not get the player of the game award, but tonight with his first home run of the year, a big 2-run home run in the 4th to get the Rhythm back into it, and a single and an RBI got the tying run in in the 8th, and the Rhythm went on from there to score 4 more runs and took a comfortable 7-3 lead. And won it in the 9th with 3 outs and 4 batters by Marshall Raper. So Cooper Holbrook, our second-year player from Vanderbilt, is our Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram player of the game. And tonight's Full Count Ministries verse of the game brought to us by Mark McDaniel, our public address announcer. He came up with Acts 20, verse 35. Just off the top of my head, I had no idea what that was. But as soon as I tell you about it, you'll know. You've heard it from your mama. If your mama and daddy went to church, you've heard it from them. You've heard it from people who don't even know Jesus that will say this. And Mark McDaniel is an excellent. What's the word I'm looking for? Is an excellent example of this verse. Todd Hunley was another name that came to mind. But here is verse 35. In everything I did, I showed you that by this kind of hard work, we must help the weak. Remembering the words the Lord Jesus himself said, and this is red letters, folks, it is more blessed to give than to receive. That is found in the book of Acts, verse 35. Now your homework, Mark McDaniel, was to find out where was that the red letter came from when Jesus said it. So we'll have to find that and get that to you on tomorrow's broadcast, right here on your same bat channel, same bat station, same teams. We'll come back and do it again. The Rhythm take Game 3 of the series, 7-3, as they now have won 2 in a row over Clarksville after losing Game 1 of the season way back on June 1st, 6-0. So an 8-3 win on June 9th, and now a 7-3 win here on July the 12th. Rhythm, as I said, moved to 24-9, best record in the conference, or in the entire OVL. And Clarksville falls to 14-16. I believe they still stay in 4th place with that record. See if I can check that. Paducah won tonight. They move, I believe, to, not sure if they've already added that in there, but it shows 19-13. They may have already added that. It's Fulton Railroaders go to 500, 16-16. Clarksville Whirlybirdz will move to 14-16. Hoptown, I think they were a DNP tonight, did not play. So, but Paducah put a 12-2 whooping on the Fulton Railroaders. If you're just arriving late and you didn't hear the Zach Williams not here tonight, possibly will be back tomorrow. His father having a medical issue, and so he wanted to be with his dad today, but probably everything probably be okay and stable. We'll probably have a procedure on Friday. So please pray for the Zach Williams family, not the contemporary Christian artist that will be playing at Belmont for a Christmas. I think he's got a Christmas concert going on at Belmont at the Fisher Center. Mark McDaniel, who's the lover of all kinds of music and very, very knowledgeable, knows about all kinds of music. Thanks also to those of you that sent in responses and hellos and confirmed information, provided information. Mark Wilkins providing music information. Tomorrow night we'll try to get to maybe some more audience participation with some questions like, who's your favorite number 7 of all time in Major League Baseball, or who's your favorite San Diego Pilot, or Washington Senator, or Montreal Expo, some blast from the past or something like that. And but did not get to that tonight. Spinning lots of plates when you run this show by yourself. So the other night had OVL President John Bruce on up at Hoptown. That was very enjoyable. And when Zach's not here, it's Tim Reese full-time. People get tired of that. We got to do that on the away games. They want to hear a little different voice. So anyway, the Rhythm get it done tonight against the Clarksville Whirlybirdz, 7-3. Winning pitcher again, Jack Thompson, after a strong start by Spencer Wilkins, who goes 6 innings. Does give up 7 hits, but only 2 earned runs. Did not walk a batter, struck out 9, and another solid start, his 7th of the year. That earned run average that started at 1.3 will go up just a bit, but I would assume he is still leading the Ohio Valley League even after tonight in earned run average. Losing pitcher is Jay Watson. And our Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram player of the game, Cooper Holbrook, goes 2 for 4 with a 2-run home run and an RBI single. So for General Manager and Head Coach Josh Carman, and for Mark McDaniel and the rest of the Rhythm section here, this is Tim Reese saying so long for now. Talk to you tomorrow night. God bless each and every one of you. Good night, everybody.
This has been another Full Count Rhythm baseball game presented by Full Count Ministry and Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. See you next time on the Full Count Broadcast Network.